This video is not an accusation nor a confession. I can't teach anyone anything, I can only make you think. Hello, today I found an interesting topic. In the tempestuous chronicles of digital discourse, the precipitous descent of the anti-work subreddit stands as a poignant tableau, emblematic of the vicissitudes inherent within virtual communities. Its demise, a symphony of dissonance, resonates as a cautionary ode to the fragility of countercultural enclaves in the cyberspatial agora. Born from the crucible of disillusionment and societal disaffection, the anti-work subreddit burgeoned as a bastion of dissent against the oppressive yoke of modern labor paradigms, a sanctuary where disenchanted souls congregated to articulate grievances and advocate for emancipatory praxis. Its ethos, an ethereal tapestry woven with threads of anarchistic fervor and anti-capitalist fervency, engendered a fervid communion of minds, united in their rejection of the hegemonic mores of toil and drudgery. Yet, within the labyrinth and corridors of virtuality, the seeds of discord often germinate surreptitiously, insidiously infiltrating the ideological bedrock upon which such communities are erected. As the subreddit burgeoned in popularity, its once unified chorus of dissent fractured into a cacophony of divergent voices, each vying for ascendancy within the hallowed halls of digital discourse. The specter of ideological puritanism loomed large, as erstwhile comrades became embroiled in internecine conflicts over matters of doctrine and praxis. The inexorable march of temporal flux, coupled with the capricious whims of fate, conspired to precipitate the downfall of the anti-work subreddit. Exogenous forces, ranging from algorithmic caprice to external scrutiny, besieged the once impregnable bastions of digital dissent, eroding the foundations upon which its edifice rested. In a crescendo of lamentation, the subreddit succumbed to the weight of its own contradictions, a modern-day Icarus ensnared by the waxen wings of hubris. And thus, the annals of cybernetic history bear witness to the tragic denouement of the anti-work subreddit, a cautionary parable for denizens of the digital domain. In its demise, we glean not only the fragility of virtual communities but also the immutable imperatives of human nature, wherein the seeds of dissent, once sown, may blossom into verdant pastures of emancipation or wither beneath the blight of discord and disillusionment. In the wake of the anti-work subreddit's dissolution, a palpable sense of disarray permeated the digital ether, akin to the aftermath of a tempest that had ravaged the tranquil shores of collective consciousness. For its erstwhile denizens, adrift amidst the tumultuous seas of cyberspace, the void left in its wake echoed with the reverberations of lost camaraderie and shared purpose. Attempts at resurrection, like phoenixes yearning to ascend from the ashes of disillusionment, were manifold but fraught with peril. Splinter factions, each laying claim to the mantle of ideological purity, proliferated like fractals in the wake of a cataclysmic rupture. Discord servers and alternative platforms emerged as sanctuaries for the diaspora of disaffected souls, yet none could fully recapture the zeitgeist of the erstwhile subreddit, forever consigned to the annals of digital antiquity. Yet, amidst the somber requiem for the anti-work subreddit, glimmers of hope flickered like beacons in the gathering gloom. For in its demise lay the seeds of introspection and renewal, prompting soul-searching inquiries into the nature of digital communities and the elusive quest for authentic solidarity in an age of atomized individualism. Lessons learned, albeit forged in the crucible of adversity, offered tantalizing glimpses into the potentialities of collective action and grassroots organizing in the digital milieu. Thus, the downfall of the anti-work subreddit, though a lamentable chapter in the annals of cybernetic history, serves as a testament to the enduring resilience of the human spirit. For even amidst the ruins of shattered dreams and fractured ideals, the indomitable impulse towards liberation and solidarity endures, awaiting only the clarion call of a new dawn to ignite the flames of revolt once more. In the wake of the anti-work subreddit's demise, a diaspora of disillusioned digital denizens sought refuge in the labyrinth and recesses of cyberspace, each endeavoring to carve out a niche within the ever-shifting landscape of virtual discourse. Discordant echoes of dissent reverberated through the digital ether, as erstwhile comrades in arms navigated the treacherous currents of ideological divergence and factionalism. Amidst the chaos, emergent platforms and decentralized networks emerged as bastions of resistance, offering sanctuary to the dispossessed and disenchanted. From clandestine forums to encrypted channels, the diaspora coalesced into a patchwork quilt of subversive solidarity, united by a common yearning for emancipation from the shackles of wage labor and capitalist hegemony. Yet, as the tendrils of dissent intertwined with the sinews of cyberspace, the specter of co-optation loomed large. Commercial interests and state apparatuses, ever vigilant in their quest for control, sought to subsume the nascent movements of digital dissent within the hegemonic embrace of neoliberal capitalism. Surveillance algorithms and deplatforming campaigns became the weapons of choice in the ongoing battle for control of the digital commons, threatening to extinguish the flickering flames of resistance before they could ignite the conflagration of revolution. And yet, amidst the encroaching shadows of surveillance and censorship, the ember of hope persisted. For in the heart of every dissident, there burned a primal yearning for freedom, an irrepressible impulse towards liberation that transcended the ephemeral constructs of virtuality. The downfall of the anti-work subreddit, though a somber testament to the perils of digital dissent, served as a rallying cry for a new generation of cybernetic insurgents, poised to defy the tyranny of the status quo and forge a path towards a more just and equitable future. Thus, as the digital diaspora navigated the tumultuous currents of cyberspace, they did so with a steely resolve born of adversity and tempered by the fires of collective struggle. For in their quest for emancipation, they were bound not only by the shared bonds of solidarity but also by the immutable conviction that, in the crucible of resistance, the seeds of revolution would flourish anew, yielding the fruits of liberation for generations yet unborn. In the chasms of digital dissolution, where the anti-work subreddit once reigned as a bastion of dissent, a metamorphosis unfurled, weaving a tapestry of resilience from the threads of disillusionment. From the ashes of its demise, a phoenix of resistance arose, spreading its wings across the expanse of cyberspace, its plumage shimmering with the iridescence of collective defiance. In the liminal spaces between pixels and code, a mosaic of disparate voices coalesced into a symphony of dissent, their harmonies resonating with the cadence of liberation. Discord servers became virtual agora, where ideas mingled like merchants in a bustling market, exchanging insights and ideologies in a cacophony of discourse. Alternative platforms, forged in the crucible of necessity, provided sanctuary to the exiled and marginalized, offering fertile soil for the seeds of dissent to take root and flourish. Yet, even as the digital diaspora forged new alliances and constructed fortresses of resistance, the specter of co-optation lingered, a silent sentinel on the ramparts of autonomy. The commodification of dissent, once a fringe phenomenon, now threatened to infiltrate the very heart of resistance, as corporate interests sought to co-opt the language of revolution for their own nefarious ends. The algorithmic gaze, ever watchful and insidious, cast its shadow over the digital commons, surveilling the movements of dissidents and sowing seeds of discord in the fertile soil of solidarity. And yet, amidst the encroaching shadows of surveillance and commodification, the ember of hope endured, a beacon of light in the gathering darkness. For in the heart of every dissident, there beat the rhythm of resistance, an irrepressible pulse that defied the constraints of the digital panopticon. The downfall of the anti-work subreddit, though a somber elegy for lost ideals, served as a clarion call to arms for a new generation of digital insurgents, united in their quest for emancipation from the fetters of wage labor and capitalist exploitation. Thus, as the digital diaspora charted a course through the turbulent seas of cyberspace, they did so with a steadfast resolve, guided by the North Star of collective liberation. For in their struggle against the forces of oppression, they were bound not only by the shared bonds of solidarity but also by the immutable belief that, in the crucible of resistance, the flames of revolution would burn ever brighter, illuminating the path towards a more just and equitable future for all. As the digital diaspora navigated the labyrinthine expanse of cyberspace, their quest for refuge and resistance catalyzed the emergence of a panoply of alternative platforms and decentralized networks. Within these virtual sanctuaries, erstwhile members of the anti-work subreddit found solace and solidarity, forging bonds of kinship amidst the tumult of ideological discord. From the clandestine recesses of encrypted chat rooms to the bustling thoroughfares of decentralized social networks, the diaspora coalesced into a mosaic of subversive communities, each a testament to the indomitable spirit of human ingenuity in the face of adversity. Here, discussions ranging from labor theory to mutual aid flourished unabated, fueled by the collective fervor of those united in their rejection of the imperatives of wage labor and capitalist exploitation. Yet, even amidst the relative safety of these digital redoubts, the specter of co-optation and surveillance lingered like a malevolent shadow. Commercial interests, ever astute in their quest for profit, sought to commodify and monetize the fruits of digital dissent, transforming once subversive spaces into mere simulacra of resistance. Likewise, state apparatuses, wielding the twin cudgels of surveillance and censorship, surveilled and suppressed dissent with impunity, eroding the foundations of digital democracy in the name of national security and corporate interests. In the crucible of cyberspace, the struggle for liberation unfolded on myriad fronts, from the battlefield of online activism to the corridors of legislative power. Advocates for digital rights and online privacy labored tirelessly to safeguard the sanctity of the digital commons, enshrining principles of free speech and anonymity as bulwarks against the encroaching tide of authoritarianism. And yet, amidst the ceaseless tumult of virtual revolution, glimmers of hope pierced the gathering gloom. Grassroots movements and decentralized networks, imbued with the spirit of collective action and mutual aid, flourished in the fertile soil of digital dissent, nurturing the seeds of a more just and equitable future. For in the heart of every dissident, there burned a fervent longing for freedom, an irrepressible yearning that transcended the ephemeral confines of cyberspace and ignited the flames of revolution in the crucible of collective struggle. As the digital diaspora traversed the ever-evolving landscapes of cyberspace, their narrative became interwoven with broader socio-political currents, resonating beyond the confines of virtuality to shape the contours of real-world discourse and action. No longer relegated to the periphery of societal consciousness, the struggles of digital dissenters assumed newfound prominence, catalyzing conversations around labor rights, economic justice, and the nature of power in the digital age. In the hallowed halls of academia, scholars and intellectuals alike grappled with the implications of digital dissent for the broader project of social transformation. Interdisciplinary inquiries into the intersections of technology, politics, and society yielded insights into the complex dynamics animating the digital landscape, shedding light on emergent forms of resistance and modes of organizing that transcended traditional boundaries of space and time. Meanwhile, in the arena of public discourse, the voices of digital dissidents reverberated with increasing resonance, finding amplification through alternative media channels and grassroots networks. From the streets of metropolises to the corridors of legislative power, the clarion call for digital rights and economic justice echoed with newfound urgency, galvanizing movements for social change and laying bare the inherent contradictions of a world beholden to the imperatives of profit over people. Yet, even as the winds of change swept across the digital horizon, challenges abounded on the path towards liberation. The specter of algorithmic manipulation and online surveillance continued to cast a pall over the promise of digital democracy, threatening to undermine the hard-won gains of digital dissenters and erode the foundations of online autonomy. In the face of these challenges, however, the spirit of resilience endured, fueled by the unwavering belief in the transformative potential of collective action and grassroots solidarity. For in the crucible of digital dissent, a new vision of emancipation emerged, one that transcended the boundaries of the virtual realm to encompass the full breadth of human experience, offering a tantalizing glimpse of a future forged in the fires of collective struggle and illuminated by the guiding light of digital liberation. As the momentum of digital dissent surged forward, it catalyzed a paradigm shift in the discourse surrounding labor, leisure, and the very fabric of societal organization. No longer confined to the realm of virtual activism, the principles espoused by digital dissidents permeated mainstream consciousness, igniting a broader conversation about the nature of work and its centrality to human existence. From the ivory towers of academia to the bustling streets of urban centers, discussions around the viability of alternative economic models and the pursuit of meaningful lives unfettered by the imperatives of labor proliferated with fervent intensity. Concepts such as universal basic income, shorter workweeks, and cooperative ownership emerged as rallying cries for a new generation of activists and thinkers, each advocating for a more equitable distribution of resources and a re-evaluation of societal priorities. In the political arena, the echoes of digital dissent reverberated with seismic force, prompting policymakers and legislators to reckon with the implications of an increasingly digitized world. Calls for robust protections of digital rights and the democratization of technological infrastructure gained traction, as elected officials grappled with the need to balance the imperatives of innovation with the imperatives of social justice. Meanwhile, in the realm of cultural production and artistic expression, the ethos of digital descent inspired a renaissance of creativity and imagination, as artists, writers, and musicians sought to challenge entrenched power structures and envision alternative futures. Through subversive memes, radical literature, and boundary-pushing art, they pushed the boundaries of possibility, inviting audiences to question the status quo and imagine new possibilities for collective emancipation. Yet, even as the winds of change swept across the cultural and political landscape, the struggle for digital liberation remained fraught with challenges and contradictions. The allure of technological utopianism clashed with the realities of algorithmic oppression, while the promise of digital connectivity coexisted uneasily with the specter of surveillance capitalism. In the crucible of digital descent, however, hope endured, a flickering flame of resilience and resistance that refused to be extinguished. For in the hearts and minds of digital dissidents, there burned a fervent longing for a world remade in the image of justice and equity, a world where the liberation of the individual was inseparable from the liberation of the collective, a world where the downtrodden and dispossessed could reclaim their agency and rewrite the script of history. Transitioning to a discourse on the importance of work necessitates a shift towards a nuanced exploration of the intrinsic value imbued within labor and its profound implications for individual fulfillment and societal cohesion. Thus, let us embark upon an odyssey of intellectual inquiry, delving into the labyrinthine depths of philosophical musings and socio-economic analysis to unravel the tapestry of significance woven into the fabric of human endeavor. Within the annals of human civilization, work stands as a cornerstone of existence, a timeless testament to the indomitable spirit of ingenuity and industry that animates the human condition. From the dawn of antiquity to the digital age, the imperative to labor has served as a crucible for the cultivation of skill, the acquisition of knowledge, and the realization of individual potential. At its essence, work transcends mere economic utility, encompassing a multifaceted tapestry of meanings and manifestations that resonate across the spectrum of human experience. It is through the crucible of labor that individuals forge bonds of camaraderie and community, uniting in shared endeavors to build, create, and innovate. In the workshop of human endeavor, the symphony of collective effort echoes with the harmonious cadence of purpose, weaving the threads of individual contributions into the rich tapestry of societal progress. Moreover, work serves as a fulcrum for the cultivation of character and the refinement of virtue, instilling within individuals the virtues of diligence, perseverance, and resilience. In the crucible of labor, challenges become opportunities for growth, setbacks become catalysts for innovation, and failures become stepping stones towards mastery. It is through the crucible of work that individuals confront the limits of their abilities, grapple with the complexities of the world, and emerge transformed, forged in the fires of adversity and tempered by the crucible of experience. Furthermore, work confers upon individuals a sense of dignity and self-worth, endowing them with agency and autonomy in the pursuit of their aspirations. In the marketplace of labor, individuals assert their unique talents and skills, offering their labor in exchange for remuneration and recognition. Through the act of work, individuals assert their sovereignty over their destinies, carving out a space for themselves in the tapestry of society and asserting their inherent worth as contributors to the common good. Indeed, the importance of work extends far beyond the realm of material sustenance, encompassing a profound existential significance that resonates with the deepest recesses of the human soul. It is through the crucible of labor that individuals transcend the realm of mere existence and ascend to the realm of self-actualization, realizing their fullest potential as architects of their own destinies and stewards of the world they inhabit. In conclusion, the importance of work transcends mere economic utility, encompassing a rich tapestry of meanings and manifestations that resonate with the deepest facets of human experience. From the cultivation of skill and the forging of bonds of camaraderie to the cultivation of character and the assertion of dignity, work stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of human ingenuity and industry. As individuals labor in the crucible of endeavor, they not only contribute to the collective progress of society but also embark upon a journey of self-discovery and self-realization. Thus, let us cherish the profound significance of work, recognizing it as a noble pursuit that enriches our lives and empowers us to shape our destinies in pursuit of a more just and equitable world. I extend my deepest appreciation for your attentive engagement with the content presented in this YouTube video, a sentiment compounded by the invaluable support garnered through your viewership. Your discerning presence not only enriches the discourse encapsulated herein but also serves as a beacon of encouragement, catalyzing the perpetual evolution of this digital platform. In the spirit of fostering a symbiotic relationship, I humbly implore you to consider subscribing to this channel, thereby fortifying our collective journey towards intellectual enrichment and communal edification. Your subscription, a gesture of profound significance, not only augments the reach and resonance of this endeavor but also emboldens me to persist in the relentless pursuit of excellence. Together, let us traverse the boundless expanse of knowledge and inspiration, united in our shared commitment to fostering a thriving community of discourse and discovery. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your patronage and advocacy, and I eagerly anticipate the privilege of further engagements in the illustrious realm of digital discourse.